Just after midday on October 30, 1961, the most powerful human-made explosion in history radiated from the Arctic island of Severny, creating a shockwave that broke windows up to 560 miles away. The USSR had just detonated Tsar Bomba, a hydrogen bomb with a yield of 50 megatons, more than 3,000 times the power of the bomb, dropped on Hiroshima. Severny, part of the Novaya Zemlya archipelago north of Russia, is an island of strong winds, ice-covered mountains, and freezing summers. In the 1870s, Russia resettled a small population of its indigenous N0rway people from the mainland onto the island, in order to assert sovereignty over the archipelago and protect it from a Norwegian takeover. The N0rway survived the severe conditions by hunting polar bears, reindeer, and seals, but their time on the islands was short-lived. In the 1950s, they were returned to the mainland, when the government decided it had new plans for the island. It was to become the Soviet Union's most important nuclear testing site. Detonations began in 1955. In 1961, Novaya Zemlya acquired the dubious honor of being the proving ground for Tsar Bomba, which weighed 60,000 pounds, measured 26 feet long and 7 feet in diameter, and had a yield of 50 megatons. It remains the most powerful nuclear weapon ever detonated. The resulting fireball had a radius of nearly 10,000 vertical feet, and its 210,000-foot-tall mushroom cloud reached into the stratosphere. The light generated by the reaction could be seen from over 1,000 kilometers, and the force of its explosion registered a 5.0 on the Richter scale. The shock wave generated air pressures topping 300 psi, circled the Earth thrice, and cracked windows 900 kilometers away in Norway and Finland. Buildings in the abandoned town of Severny 55 kilometers away were leveled, all of them, and upon later inspection, ground zero was reportedly the texture of a skating rink. This utter destruction is only half of what the Tsar Bomba was capable of. It was designed and built to deliver a staggering 100 megaton payload. The Tsar was supposed to utilize fast-fissioning uranium tampers on the second and third stages of the bomb, which would have allowed for a bigger reaction and subsequent energy release. However, just before the test was to take place, Soviet leadership ordered the tampers swapped out with lead replacements in order to prevent nuclear fallout from reaching populated areas of the USSR. These lead tampers cut the bomb's yield by 50%, but they also eliminated 97% of the resulting fallout. As such, the Tsar Bomba, the largest, most destructively powerful device ever built by man, also holds the notable distinction of being the relatively cleanest nuclear weapon ever tested. Luckily, that record was only important for 2 years, until the signing of the Partial Test Ban Treaty, which brought an end to above-ground nuclear weapons tests.